What's going on, y'all? It's JD Piquel with On 3 today on the Hard Count. We're going to be giving out some superlatives for the 2023 quarterback class. Welcome into the Hard Count, the people show for everything you know and that you love about college football that happens here on a nearly daily basis. Nick Brake doing the heavy lifting. You can help drive the show at my Twitter page at JD Piquel. Now, it is no secret that the 2023 quarterback class is just littered with ballers. Like, up and down this list, you have a lot of guys that are going to make an impact on Saturday. So, during talking season, we decided it would be appropriate to hand out some superlatives to a number of these guys. Starting out, probably the most popular superlative, no pun intended, is most popular. And most popular for this quarterback class is Arch Manning. And there's a couple different ways you can slice and dice this. The first of which being his last name's Manning. So that probably rings a bell to you if you know anything about football in general. The other piece of this is what he's going to do for the recruiting efforts at Texas. Arch Manning, it's no secret, committed to Texas in the very recent history. And already Dante, one of the top receivers in the country, says, yeah, I want to go play with that guy in Austin. Makes a lot of sense. I don't think Dante is the last one to go and play with Arch Manning for Texas. So, yes, popular in name, but even more so popular in terms of who he's going to attract around him in Austin. Very good things coming for Texas. The next superlative we're handing out is best college fit. That's going to Malachi Nelson, the USC commit. Charles Power, director of scouting for On 3, has a really great breakdown on him, but essentially he says he loves his athleticism, does a great job extending plays to find his receivers downfield, and looks to throw first. So he's looking to get the ball to his playmakers, and then if he has to, he'll be able to run. The reason why he's a great fit at USC is he's going to be allowed to redshirt a year. He's going to be allowed to sit down and take notes from Caleb Williams and ultimately be able to develop more physically, because that's another note that Power has on Nelson. He has a great frame, but he's going to be able to fill out more in a strength program and that red shirt sitting behind Caleb Williams to learn from him and also be around a lot of other talented players that USC is going to recruit now with their juice being in the Big Ten Conference. That's going to bode really well for Malachi Nelson. Also, to cap it all off, he's playing in Lincoln Riley's offense, super quarterback-friendly system, so Malachi Nelson is in the exact right spot being committed to USC. Next, we're looking at who has the highest upside. And Nico Iamaleava, the Tennessee commit, is our guy for that superlative. He's only got 13 starts under his belt, 50 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. How do you like them apples? So a guy who's had so much production and so little time playing the position, he's still figuring things out. When he gets comfortable in this offense under Josh Heupel and is able to get in the quarterback room and get in the college weight room, I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to benefit Nico. And to have him be so raw and have so much success, the upside for him is absolutely limitless. So Nico Iamaleava is the highest upside for us when it comes to these superlatives. Next, we're looking at who has the highest floor in this class, and it's going to be Dante Moore for me. Right now, Recruiting Prediction Machine is trending Oregon, but he has put on a show in recent events, whether it's OT7 or Elite 11. I mean, the dude has just been balling everywhere he goes. Charles Power has a lot of great notes on him and essentially just says he does a great job in decision-making, which is ultimately, in my humble opinion, the most important piece when it comes to playing the quarterback position. At the Elite 11 this past week, just took what the defense gave him in 7-on-7 settings. He's not throwing the ball up for grabs and trying to win 50-50 with his receivers or whatever it may be. He's putting the ball where it needs to be, not trying to put it in harm's way and cause a turnover. So ultimately, with this superlative being the highest floor, based on these notes from Charles Power, I feel pretty confident saying you can put Dante Moore into a college offense today, and he's not going to ruin the game for you. Dante Moore, the highest floor for us. Biggest gunslinger is the next superlative. That's going to J.J. Cole. He was On 3's MVP from the Elite 11 this past week. Really big frame, a lot to like about what he can do physically. But Power had some great notes on him from the Elite 11. He just said he did a phenomenal job pushing the ball down the field. There was a stretch there of 4 throws for 3 touchdowns. You don't throw 3 touchdowns on 4 throws by playing it safe. Dude's got a little bit of a gunslinger to him, but still does a good job making sure the ball is staying out of harm's way. J.J. Cole gets biggest gunslinger for us. And then to cap it all off, we couldn't do a superlative show without talking about who has the biggest arm. And biggest arm for us is going to Jaden Rashada, about 6'3.5". Power talks about he can throw from all three levels to that defense. Big frame. It's only going to benefit from getting into a college weight room and allowing him to put on some mass and throw the ball even further. But Charles Power talks a lot about how much he appreciates that Jaden Rashada can drive that football downfield and make it look effortless. Just turn on the tape. So Jaden Rashada for us gets biggest arm, taking that biggest arm to Coral Gables for the Miami Hurricanes. So that's it for us here at the Hard Count. Appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe to the channel to stay with every single thing that we're doing here. Don't want you to miss a minute of it. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.